The little train had become a spirit. A high slope appeared ahead, and the train noticed it first, but the driver hadn't noticed it yet, so he immediately turned the whistle to remind him. The man understood the train's intention, and he shoveled more coal into the train's belly. With the energy, the train rushed to the top of the mountain at full speed. No matter the cliffs or the winding roads, they couldn't stop its wheels. Suddenly, a turtle appeared ahead, crossing the track slowly. The turtle was startled when he saw the train. He wanted to escape, but his speed was too slow. Fortunately, the train braked in time, which avoided a car accident. The passengers on the train were very happy because of the train's skilled driving skills, and they soon arrived at the station. After saying goodbye to the passengers, the train driver took him back to the train factory. The boss had been waiting there for a long time. He put his arm around the train driver's shoulder and told him a piece of news. The company had just hired a big locomotive. This guy was stronger and faster than the small locomotive, so they decided to fire the small locomotive. Although the train driver was unwilling, he was forced to sign the agreement. In this way, the small train was sold to a mine. Along the way, he saw many old locomotives sold here. This place is simply hell for locomotives. They are enslaved to pull coal all day long. The big train really lived up to expectations. Its speed and load carrying capacity are much greater than those of the small locomotive. It is like a ruthless steel behemoth shuttling between cities. When it encounters a turtle crossing the railway, it will not stop, but crush it mercilessly. When it encounters a mountain, it will directly knock it into a tunnel. Soon, with its high efficiency, people built a new city, and he was also described in the newspaper as a hero of the city. On this day, the small locomotive continued to be whipped and did the work of hauling coal. When the big train passed a bridge, an accident occurred. The bridge collapsed, and he was stuck in the middle of the bridge. There was an abyss below, and as long as he moved a little, the big train would fall down with its passengers. When the small locomotive saw the scene, he went to rescue the slave owner despite the obstruction of the slave owner. His body was pierced by a gun, but he didn't care. He turned the locomotive around and pulled a whole train from the broken bridge. The little train tried to get out, but the big locomotive was still stuck there, and the big locomotive was his old partner, the train driver. So the little train went back to pull the big locomotive. The heavy big locomotive made the little train a little exhausted. Fortunately, the driver added power and time, and at the last second, the little train tried its best to pull the big locomotive onto the road, but he was also smashed into scrap metal because of overexertion. The soul of the little train entered heaven, where he saw the people he saved. The little train thought he was dead, but he was not. With the efforts of the mechanic, the little train was repaired. When the bridge was repaired, the city was also renewed. Finally, the little train got a new job, which is to be a tourist train.